Roasts, they're a strange tradition. We gather to celebrate someone, then we tear them apart with jokes. But roasts, when done right, are a unique form of affection. They're a way to show someone you care enough to be brutally honest. The key word here is honest. A good roast comes from a place of love, not malice. Think of it like a funhouse mirror. We're exaggerating flaws, but we're not creating new ones. The goal isn't to destroy the person. It's to make everyone laugh, including the target. It's about finding the humor in our shared human experience. We all have insecurities, quirks, and awkward moments. A roast lets us laugh at those things together. But it's a delicate balance. Humor is subjective. What's funny to one person can be offensive to another. So how do we walk that line? How do we make sure the roast is memorable for the right reasons? That's what we're here to explore. Let's be real. Roasts aren't for the faint of heart. They thrive on pushing boundaries. Edgy jokes, the ones that make you gasp and say, "They went there!" are part of the fun. But there's a difference between being edgy and being offensive. It's like trying to steal a cookie from the cookie jar when you were a kid. You had to get as close to the edge of getting caught without actually getting caught. Offensive humor punches down. It targets things people can't control. Their race, religion, sexual orientation, gender identity, disabilities. This kind of humor is lazy and cruel. It's not about being clever or insightful. It's about making someone feel small to get a cheap laugh. Edgy humor, on the other hand, punches up. It pokes fun at the things that make the person being roasted unique. Their quirks, their habits, their past mishaps. It exaggerates these things, but it does so in a way that feels affectionate, not malicious. Think of it this way. If the joke would make the person being roasted feel ashamed or embarrassed, it's probably crossing the line. But if it makes them laugh along with everyone else, you're on the right track. Remember, the goal is to roast, not to ruin. So how do you craft jokes that are cutting but not cruel? Let's look at some examples. Say your friend is notorious for being chronically late. Instead of making a generic always late joke, get specific. I'm surprised at friend's name. Even made it here tonight. I scheduled this roast for last week, but they showed up 10 minutes ago asking what we were all doing here. See what we did there? We took a common trait and exaggerated it for comedic effect. We didn't attack their character or make them feel bad about themselves. We simply highlighted a funny quirk in a way that everyone could laugh at. Another technique is to use self-deprecating humor. Making fun of yourself can make the roast feel more lighthearted. It shows you don't take yourself too seriously and that you're all there for a good time. For example, if you're roasting a friend who's known for their terrible taste in movies, you could say something like, "I was going to compare your movie choices to a dumpster fire, but that would be an insult to dumpster fires." Before you unleash your inner comedian, remember the most crucial element of any roast: your audience. A joke that lands with your closest friends might bomb in a room full of co-workers or family members. Always consider the comfort level of everyone present. If you're unsure about a joke, it's always better to on the side of caution. Think of it like this. You're throwing a party, and humor is your guest list. You want to invite the fun, engaging guests who will get along with everyone. You don't want to invite the obnoxious, offensive guest who will ruin the vibe. Remember, a roast is a celebration of humor and camaraderie. It's about finding the funny in the everyday and sharing that laughter with the people we care about most. By following these tips, you can ensure that your roast is memorable for all the right reasons.